We're here with the guys from Pulley doing an interview at Groezrock. Hello.
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 Hi. Okay, so first question, are you guys religious?
No.
No.
Okay, very good. Because we are going to structure this interview according to a religious theme. We always do that.
Okay.
Yeah, but don't be afraid. This time we'll be doing it according to the 4 Cardinal Virtues.
Okay.
Ever heard of those?
The 4 what?
Cardinal Virtues.
No, I never have.
I don't know. Maybe. What are they?
I'll guide you through them. No worries, no worries. So the first cardinal virtue is prudence. I'll try to speak as loud as I can.
Okay.
So I've read this story where you were in Germany to film and you parked your van somewhere where all of a sudden the van fell into the water because without you knowing, the van was parked on thin ice. Is that correct?
That's correct. The van was a little Sprinter van, you know, the tall Mercedes vans, and the band wanted to pretend they were filming that they were stuck in a snowstorm. So drove out into the snow and they were shaking a tree and the snow was coming down, and while they were doing this, oh, it looked so cool, and they realized they were stuck. And so out of nowhere, this German tractor driver guy just happened to be driving by, this old man, and he towed the van out of the snow, and you know, it was just pure luck that he happened to be there, and it's all on film and it's really funny.
Yeah, but as far as prudence goes, that's not very careful, is it?
No. We've become wiser in our later days of being a band, when we don't do stupid stuff as much as we used to.
Yeah. You're not superheroes anymore.
No.
Okay, so the actual question I have for you guys is, do you guys do that more often, get on thin ice? For instance, there are a lot of bands that go out into the open at a festival like this one, for instance. Do you have a problem with going out into the audience yourselves?
You mean to just walk around and check out the festival? I don't have a problem with it. No.
So you're not afraid that millions of fans will come and haunt you?
I'm kind of used to it now. I usually bring bodyguards, but they didn't get through customs, but I think I can brave it. I don't like to let them down.
I can imagine. I can understand that.
As many people near the stage as possible. I need that kind of attention in my life.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Okay, thanks. So which bands do you definitely want to see here then?
Our time is limited, so I'm going to miss Bad Religion tomorrow. Our good friends Strung Out are playing tomorrow, but we do have Rise Against today, and I'm going to be busy actually. I have Pulley's playing, and then Implants is playing later on. So, and we have to leave tomorrow at like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. We have to fly back home. So I haven't really had time to look at the schedule to see who else is playing to get around. So I'm on my toes today.
Okay, so you just should definitely check it out because lots of good bands are playing, yeah.
Right. Plus all the socializing and not letting my fans down.
Yeah. You really have to do that. Indeed. Okay, thanks. The second cardinal virtue is fortitude. So as you've just showed us with your previous answer, we know that Pulley pride themselves on being regular guys. Yeah. So of course that's one of your biggest strengths, according to me at least. But I wonder, is it really possible to have really a regular life when you're on tour as much as you are, for instance?
But we're not on tour that often at all. Really, all we're doing these days, because of our we have pretty busy schedules at home. We can really only do these festivals. We can really only do these one-off things nowadays. So touring is pretty much out of the question as far as the rest of our lives go.
So you can still be at home with your family a lot?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's good. So we're also finding quite fun to see that you asked your fans via the Pulley Facebook page which merch you should bring to Groezrock. So is that part of the down-to-earthness of Pulley? What did the fans want you to bring?
They wanted everything, and so we brought everything. I actually, that's cool that you read about that. Yeah, we want to know what kind of merch to make, so we kind of made what everybody wanted us to make, and then two of us had a bunch of old merch from years and years ago in our garage, and so we brought a bunch of huge duffel bags full of t-shirts and hats and old CDs, and we brought a lot of stuff with us, and so it's all in there for sale right now and seems to be doing well, so it's pretty cool. So, we haven't been here in 9 years, so yes. I guess I saw one guy buy 5 different t-shirts at the same time, so
Yes,
pretty cool.
That's funny you should say that, because our next question is actually about that. So it's about justice. So how about the justice for your European fans, because you've undoubtedly got a lot of fans in Europe, but you haven't been touring or performing here indeed since 2004. So how did that happen? Because we missed you here.
How did it happen that we came here today?
Yeah, or that you didn't come here for so many years.
Basically, to be honest with you, we all have regular jobs. The main thing is our singer works for Major League Baseball in the States, and their season goes from February to October every year. So basically, on a normal season, we're unavailable to ever play this festival because it's always at the end of April. This year, he got with a different team, and they actually had a week off this week. So he was able to do it. I mean, that's the only reason we could do it this year and that we haven't in other years. When we played in 2004, that was the year that he went from being a player to a coach. So we had the whole year off to play wherever we wanted. We really took that year. We went all over the world, did a lot of touring, and that's something we're just not really going to be able to do anymore. So it worked out great this year that we were able to do it. We're very happy to be here, and we're sorry to all our fans that we can't be here often, but it seems like a lot of people traveled from far away to be here today. So in 1 hour you'll see us, and hopefully we don't mess up.
I bet you won't. Okay, good. So then the last one is Temperance. Your last EP was the long and the short of it. We've read a bunch of articles in which you said you'd bring out a full-length album in 2012. Could it be that we're still waiting on that album?
Let's dispel that rumor right now. We're going to stop putting time frames on things.
Yeah.
Okay, how's that?
Good idea.
That's definitely a safer route to go. We've got songs. I'm not going to lie to you. We just haven't recorded them yet, and it's tough now that Scott's doing his baseball thing again, that to get into the studio and actually record them. When big shows do come up, we have to rehearse for these, like for Groezrock, we had to rehearse. So that kind of takes away from that time as far as dialing all the songs in and making sure they're done. We're going to release something again. When it's going to happen, can't put a time on it.
In the future.
In the future. Ambiguous. Yeah. Okay, very good. So the last question for you guys. Tattoos, for sure, aren't any part of your virtue, Temperance. So we noticed a certain Christopher McCarley posted a picture of a tattoo featuring the album of your cover, Ink 19, and adding the comment Pulley for life. Is he like your biggest fan, or? Oh,
the guy that had the little character on his arm? I don't know who he is. I just saw that he posted that and I thought it was cool, so I put it as our profile picture, because a lot of bands have really cool logos. We just don't really have the greatest logo that somebody would want to have on them for the rest of their life. So whenever I see Pulley tattoos, it's like, man, you must be a really big fan, because, I mean, we have two dogs sniffing each other's butts on our album cover, and does anyone really want that on their body forever? I don't know, so the fact that he put that little guy on there, I thought that was really cool. I've seen a few of those over the years, but it's been a while, so.
So is that the craziest thing you've ever seen a fan do, or do you have any stories about fans doing crazy stuff for you?
I'd say tattoos about the most extreme thing. I've never seen anything psycho. I mean,
the guy that made a knowing our baseball kind of thing with our singer. We've had a few people make their own baseball jerseys, and it'll have like our singer's last name on the back and Pulley on the front. I think that's pretty cool. That's a pretty devoted fan. So.
No one's jumping off the monitors and killing themselves on stage or anything.
I'm really glad they aren't doing that, actually.
Me too. We can't afford lawsuits. We're very poor.
Okay, but still very famous, and you've got a lot of fans clinging on to you then.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, good. Now to end, I'd like to reassure you, people do still go and have a look at bands' websites, because you were worried about that on your Facebook page.
You've really done your research, man. What else do you know that I've written online?
I know everything.
Jeez.
Yeah. So, and now, as it happens, we too have a new website. So everybody check out both websites, both the Pulley website and the Punkupdates.com website. And I really want to thank those two guys here doing this interview for us. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
Cherokee people, Cherokee Nation.